Barbecue for lunch? Anybody? Morning everybody. So I've still got the gearbox and parts here. I might make this might be a bit of a two-piece video between the gearbox and another bit we're working on over here. So we've got just a quick wee rough update on this. We've got a manual on this that my uncle had, but it was all loose pages, so my father put it together, and then we were flicking through trying to find the exploded diagram of the whole box and all the little pieces that go, that are in between and shims and all that sort of stuff. Their page isn't there, it must be still at my uncle's, so we're working on getting that back so we can do a bit more diagnosis on this and just make sure everything is in the right place. But my brother is coming out here this morning. We have got the planetary pub casing for the tractor on the barbecue cooking. Trying to get some impurities out of the steel, burn them out of the steel, and get it nice and hot for so when he gets here, it's ready to weld. So we just got it sitting on the barbecue with a few bricks holding it up off this thing. We've got a piece of steel in there with some insulation bats on top just to try and hold the heat in it and get it as nice and hot as possible. So when it's ready to weld, hopefully we don't have any issues. So my brother's actually an engineer. He's a machinist. He does welding and all that sort of stuff. He works for a big engineering place in Invercargill that do a lot of marine stuff. They build boats from scratch, like big huge fishing boats and all this sort of stuff, like I'm talking a couple of 100 feet long type sort of stuff. They also work on a lot of there's in Queenstown, in the tourist sort of mecca here, well, not at the moment, but there's a big old steamship up there. They service that. They service the Kingston Fly, which is a steam train, which is near there as well, which is hopefully going again shortly, because it's it's one of those things that sort of goes back into service and then out of service and back into service, because just obviously costs and running. Hopefully this rain doesn't get too bloody noisy, but yeah, hopefully some point early this morning when my brother gets here, hopefully we'll let this cook up for a while and burn all the impurities out of it, and then it get nice and hot. We've just got the barbecue on low, just letting some heat crank into this, and we'll get it nice and hot. And hopefully then, we'll just, as we'll get it welded, we'll just leave it on there and just let it slowly cool, and then we'll turn a burner off, and then just over time, and just let the thing cool nice and quietly. As long as we don't run out of gas, we've got a few bottles here if we need them, so we'll just let it slowly cool, and hopefully we'll be right, nice and strong again. Alright, we'll give you an update when my brother gets here and we start welding. Nice and warm.
It's been welded down in there too.
So is it? Yeah. Just getting it prepped.
Aye.
Another crack there, is he?
I'm hoping not. It's a risk with an old casting.
Yeah.
It'd be better than what it was.
So what are the rods you're using?
They are a ultra. They're a high nickel content rod.
Yep.
So that's the name of the.
Right.
Yep.
Supercast. Ultra.
So they're an iron ferrite.
Yeah.
A nickel ferrite rod.
Nickel ferrite. Noisy bugger.
Eh?
Really noisy, buddy.
It's to expand the, because when it cools it contracts.
Yeah. Yeah.
So you got to paint it back to stop it from.
Yeah. Warping.
No, it's not for warping, cracking.
Cracking. Okay.
It's a Caddy brand.
Aye.
It's a Caddy brand welder. They're quite expensive, those ones, but they're better. There's cheap models nowadays.
here.
Well, I was figuring if I was going to be welding, it wouldn't be cold.
It's not terribly warm outside though. Not quite snowing, but close.
Welding quite good for old bloody
Yeah.
old cast though.
Yeah, I'll open up the crack through there.
Aye.
That's alright. I knew it was there somewhere, just had to find it.
The crack.
Yeah.
It's running down through there.
Aye.
It's not that part of it.
Yeah, hopefully it's on one of these old welds.
Oh, it sounded like it was around here.
Yeah.
I'm not going all the way back round there.
Aye.
If I can get it all through here all right, it'll be good.
It's that top piece really with a bloody tire
Through
on
here?
it's on, up in here. Really, really bad.
Oh yeah, I'll get all,
yeah.
I'll get a good weld round there.
Crack.
really opened up.
Yeah.
It's going to look like shit once I've done the first run.
Aye?
It'll look like shit when I've done the first run. It's going to burn out all that crap that's in the bottom of it.
Also, I forget that crack noise was before.
I can smell the oil in it.
Well, we probably had on there, what, about an hour and a half?
Aye.
Before? We've got an hour and a half, it was on here before that, at least.
Burnt right through here.
Cracked right through. Yeah.
That will tolerate being around brazing.
Aye?
It's one of the few rods that will tolerate being around brazing.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
pouring out. It's the bronze coming out.
Right.
$16, $17, $18, $19, $20.
20 rods to weld that up. Alrighty, so that's all welded up now. So that was my brother that was welding this up. So we're just letting that all cool quietly. So we left that on the heat for probably a good, another good hour or so before we turned the heat off. So we're just letting it naturally cool now, so hopefully that should be fine. So the only other thing we're really going to do to that now, once it's cooled down, probably tomorrow or during the week or something like that, we'll go through here and we'll clean up any of these surfaces and these holes where there's weld in there that's got to be cleaned out so we can bolt it back together. I think there's a hole in here we have to re-drill and tap that and just make sure it's all cleaned up and reasonable. So yeah, I might leave that for another video. It's good to get that done now. Once we've got that all cleaned up, we'll put that back together and then I can start cleaning this up to paint it and get it prepped so I can paint that, because I'm going to get paid for painting that. So that'll be good, since we've got all the paint and everything there, so we can get that all painted up, cleaned up, work that stuff out. Got plenty to do over the next few days, but it'd be good to get these. Once we get this back together, we can actually get these out of here. Once it's painted, I think they're both going home, from what I understand. So yeah, I'll slap something together. Alrighty guys, cheers. Thanks for watching guys. Hope you enjoyed that video of my brother coming in and welding that all up. That's what he does. He's an engineer. He does a lot of machining stuff for parts for boats and all that sort of stuff, but he also does a lot of repair work of old cast stuff, where he grinds all the cracks out and fixes it all up. That's what is one of his specialties. So yeah, that's why we got him to do it, not us. He knows what he's doing it all the time. Yeah, so hope you enjoyed all that. So give us a thumbs up and hit that bell and subscribe and comment, ask any questions. He watches my video, so he might be able to answer some questions if you want to know something about welding cast and why he was doing things. I don't really know. I don't do much of that sort of stuff, or I don't do any of that sort of stuff. So yeah, alrighty guys. Thanks. Cheers.